Hey everyone, glad you made it. We're going to try to do some CQing today. It's Thursday afternoon. It is February 20th, and this is W2YM. People call me Mark, or some people call me Mac. Mac Alpha Charlie. My nickname's Mac, but my name is Mark, so I go by either one. But I'm glad everybody came here to join me. Maybe we'll talk to some people around the world, or maybe the United States, Canada. You never know what might happen. We'll see if anybody's even on 10 meters today, so we'll give it a shot, see what happens. See what happens. CQ 10 meters, CQ 10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. Kind of noisy out there, but what are you going to do? Very noisy. But then again, it is snowing out, and sometimes weather can cause a disturbance too on antennas and things like that. Trying to filter some of this. CQ 10 meters. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, W2YM. The SWR is good. SWR is good. Do about 130 watts. 130 watts will be plenty. CQ 10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. I hear somebody weighing my noise in there. Boy, oh boy, I don't know if I'll be able to get you out of there, but try it again. Boy, oh boy, you're right in there, but I'm having troubles pulling you out. Let's see if conditions will get better in a few more minutes, and you can give me another call back if you don't mind. I appreciate it. I heard the Roger. Did you have a little bit more mic gain or something? I think we lost him. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. CQ 10. This is W2YM. Oh, boy, he's way in the mud there. I heard a Bravo at the end, but man, the signals aren't booming like they were a little bit ago. I don't know what's going on, but boy, I wish they were a little bit better. Maybe they will be in a few more minutes. It looks like propagation's going up and down. Okay, I got something there. Whiskey Golf. What was the rest, sir? Did you say Whiskey Golf 7 Bravo? Is that what I heard? Hey, nice to hear. Whiskey Golf 7 Bravo. I'm pulling you out of the noise. You're sounding, well, the signals are not real high all of a sudden. They're kind of low, but I do hear you in there. You got Mark, Niagara Falls, New York here.
Let's say Mark said, name is Chris, Charlie, Hotel, Romeo, India, Sierra, Arizona, near Arizona State University, Tempe, Arizona. You got a 4-4 year.
Hey, Chris, I appreciate it. Good old Phoenix. I bet you got way warmer weather than we do. We got snow coming down, and I don't know what it is. This winter's been horrible. It's probably around, 17, 18. I don't know what the temperature is, but I'm trying not to think about it. Hey, Chris, what are you running for radio and antenna and everything? Yeah, I did hear the ICOM 7300. Did you say you're running antennas at dipole? Is that right? Vertical. Oh, very good. I used to have one of them years ago when they first came out. Those are a pretty decent antenna. Believe it or not, I'm running a 10-meter fiberglass IMAX 2000 antenna up on the tower. That's all I'm running. yeah, I had one. That's a very good antenna. Matter of fact, it really shines on the lower bands like 40 and 80. Oh, wow. 20, 40, and 80, that antenna really shines. But you're doing well on 10, but I think everybody's going to be low here. Hopefully propagation and start back up again. I get you between sometimes 2, 3, and then you'll go up to a 5 and then back down. You know what I mean? Yeah, Whiskey Golf 7 Bravo. Chris, thanks for coming back to me. You got Mark here in Niagara Falls, New York, W2YM, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. I think somebody tried to key up and I lost them. Go ahead, sir. I think there's somebody in there.
November.
Okay, I didn't get the first 1 or 2, but I do have a 0 Victor Uniform November. What was the first 1 or 2, sir?
November, 0 Victor Uniform November, Paul in Colorado.
Paul, very good. I think I've got your call now. It's November Bravo 0 Victor Uniform November. Is that correct, Paul?
All except the Bravo. No Bravo. Only November.
Okay, thank you very much, Paul. So it's November 0 Victor Uniform November.
And you got 5K. You're in Colorado.
And you're in Colorado, huh, Paul?
That is correct.
Very good. You got a booming signal. Holy jeez. I'm running an ICOM 7700 today, my bigger radio, but I'm running a PR40 going through you won't believe it, just a fiberglass IMAX 2000 10-meter vertical antenna. That's all I'm using.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got no amplifier on or anything like that, but one of these days maybe I'll get another amp, but we'll see what the future brings. You know, everybody's finances are a little tight these days. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I do. I'm running an ICOM 718, only 100 watts with just a loop probably about 15 feet off the ground.
Wow, last time you almost made it to 10 to 15 over. That's unbelievable, Paul. That antenna loop is doing a great job. And that 718, you know what? A lot of people say, oh, yeah, but that 718 don't have this and it don't have that. But I'll tell you the truth. I've talked to a lot of people with those little 718s, and they sound really nice.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. And at the time until I got up for it, I had it for a long time now. I was out up the loop here for a little over 10 years because I was working, traveling all over the world. But now I settled down on retirement. I figured I'd keep it, and then the wind had knocked down my old vertical Titan DX antenna from Gap, and I ended up buying this Delta loop, and I'm happy with it as well. It's taken me to Japan, Australia, Europe, South America, all over the place.
Oh, Paul, I had one of them. I was just telling the gentleman before you, Chris in Arizona, he's actually got given a Titan DX vertical, and I just talked to him. He was Whiskey Golf 7 Bravo. Just before I talked to you, I was talking to him. Unbelievable. You guys are running both the same antenna.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he would be the second person I heard of that has such antenna on this. They're very happy with it.
Oh, yeah, like I told yourself and Chris in Arizona just a couple minutes ago, I had it when Gap came out with the Titan DX, I was one of the first people to try it, and believe it or not, I did not guy it, and it broke at the bottom. The strongest part, it broke, and they couldn't believe it. I said, well, I could send you pictures. They go, no. Send me the bottom part that broke because that's the strongest part. They wanted to look at that and see what was wrong with it. I said, yeah, I'll ship it back to you. And they shipped me a new bottom piece, and then I got it back up again. But I probably should have guided because it broke again at the bottom. I was amazed, but it worked fabulous.
Yeah, I believe that. It's probably the best antenna I ever had. I run dipoles from over vertical many years ago, and the Titan DS was the best one I ever had. But the wind took care of it. I mean, we have winds up to about 72 miles an hour. Even though I have three gun wires on it, it ripped it right off the roof, well, the mast on the roof, and ended up across my backyard, all in pieces.
Oh, wow, that's not good. Yeah, when mine broke, it basically snapped and it fell. I had it on a pipe on, how big a pipe did I have? Maybe a 25-foot pipe. And when it broke, it didn't hit the neighbor's house or nothing, even though we were pretty close, but it didn't hit it, but it did come down. I go, oh, I don't believe this, but we did have a really, really strong gust, and very seldom do we ever get a 102-mile-an-hour gust, but that's what happened for a split second. That was enough to take it down. We usually don't get wind like that in Western New York because I'm in Niagara Falls, New York. You know what I mean?
Sure. Not to change the subject, but I figure I mentioned it to you just in case if you've done any POTA.
In case I have, what was that?
POTA, POTA, if you've done any of that.
No POTA. I don't do no F8. I just usually do all sideband. I'm a sideband man, I guess.
Yeah, well, I've been reading about it, and it sounds kind of interesting, something I would enjoy going out, sitting by a lake, and put up a little vertical Cushman antenna I have. No, correction, it's a diamond antenna. I can put it up in about 5 minutes. And then recently I purchased that Seagull Go 90, which has pretty good reviews. And I can pack that in a little tiny bag and set it up on a bench or something and try doing that. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, that's like field day. A lot of people do field day. They'll take their a little small HF radio. Some put a wire up real quick or just a small little vertical, and they use 5 or 10 watts, depending on the battery they have. And a lot of field day out there, too. I notice a lot of them do that, too. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's something to think of. Probably the summer we've been having a terrible winter here. We have like a whole week below zero with snow, with wind. It looks miserable. Now we're experiencing a heat wave in the 20s.
Heat wave in the 20s. You sound like Western New York weather, Niagara. I'll tell you the truth. We've had a miserable winter. You know what it was the last few years? We're used to these nice, warm, winters, 40, 45 all winter. That's a nice winter. But this year, forget it. Single digits, 20 degrees, snow. We're having everything this year.
Roger that. Well, I had more than my share of fall winters. Especially the worst ones were up in Dead Horse, Alaska, and another month and a half up in Bath, Maine.
Well, Paul, did you, when you retired, were you in the military? You sound like a military man.
I was in the Air Force, but back then I was an aircraft mechanic. And while I was in the Air Force, they had what they call an aero club. And I joined up there and got my private and my commercial. Then when I got out, I used my GI Bill to get the rest of my licenses. And I ended up flying for a living until 10 years ago.
Oh, that's great to hear. Well, hey, I appreciate you serving too. Did you end up in any of the wars like Korea or Vietnam or any of that?
I was lucky. The closest I got to Vietnam was Japan and the Philippines. However, I ended up on a flight one time that they took some volunteers to help unload the airplane and bring back some other stuff. And I was on the ground up in Vietnam for about, couple hours, got rushed.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I do appreciate you serving, though, because you just never know what a woman or man might go through if you're called in to get some bad areas down there. It's a shame. My uncle just passed away about a year ago. He was a Marine in Vietnam, and he, of course, he didn't want to talk about it. I don't blame him. Why would you want to talk about something like that anyways? But he just passed away in his 70s there. So, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, people went through a lot of things when you go to war. Everybody says, oh, let's go, let's go. But when they're on that battlefield, you see your buddy's arm getting blown off or his head. That's not fun to watch.
That's affirmative. It is a shame. And hopefully we'll have to go through any attack ever again. I hope people of the world leaders gather around and come to terms and say, hey, we had enough of this. Let's leave some things and be happy.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, Paul, I appreciate you coming back to my CQ when I called. You have yourself a good afternoon and evening coming up out there in good old Colorado. I'm going to let you go for now and keep on calling CQ, but I appreciate it. I do get on there quite a bit. I do have a YouTube channel. I run live. I'm running live right now, so I'm just going to keep running live here. See how many people I can get on 10 meters today and go from there today. But I do appreciate you coming back to me.
Roger that. You do then. So, 73 for now. Hope to do it again.
Okay, Paul, I appreciate it. I don't know. Do you got a pen and paper near you?
Yeah, come by.
Yeah, Paul, the YouTube channel is not too hard. It's Mac. That's Mac Alpha Charlie, MAC, and then the symbol, the and symbol. You know what an and symbol looks like. And then after the and symbol is BEE. That's Bravo Echo Echo. So you got Mac and B.
Got it. I'll look you up there.
You can look me up on YouTube and hear yourself. How's that sound?
Sounds great. Thank you for really enjoying it. Have a good day.
Yeah, I talk more to you, Paul, but besides doing CQ, we're on a call frequency anyway. So I better let you go. But I'll hear you some other time on 10 or 20 or 40. We'll see what happens.
Take care. 73, my friend.
7-3s, Paul. CQ10, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, W2YM.
Whiskey, Papa, Lord,
We got a Whiskey Papa 4. What was the last, sir?
Whiskey, Papa, Lord, Tango, Zulu.
Tango Zulu. How are you doing? What was that? Somebody else was interfering. I'm hanging in there. I thought I'd do a little bit of CQing and see what was going on today. You know, I just got off there with Paul. I don't know if you heard Paul out of Colorado, but you got a pretty good single. You got a good single coming in here, too. You got Mark here in Niagara Falls, New York. Oh, Puerto Rico. How's Puerto Rico been doing lately? Oh, very good, very good. What was your name, by the way? You got Mark here.
My name is Manuel.
Manuel, very good. Yeah, I got WP4TZ. Nice call, son. I know, I think we got somebody in the background. I've been using the frequency for quite a while, but there's always somebody in the back. But no, you're sounding good from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I heard that too in the background. Thanks for taking my call. I'll let you keep on. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too now. Have yourself a good day and good evening coming up, and I'll probably hear you. And again, I get on 10 meters as much as I can when I know it's open and I videotape it. So it gives me something to do, you know what I mean? Okay, WP4TZ, thank you very much. CQ10, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike.
Mike 0, November, Sugar India.
You got a Mike 0, what was the rest, sir?
Norway, Sugar India, M0, NSI, over.
NSI. The NSI is here. We're in trouble. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad. I've moved the beam now. Bloody hell, I know. I've watched it. You find it 90 minutes ago. I was just turning the beam a little bit for you. Let me get a proper beam on it. It was normally booked 10-4 critical, I think. Anyway, name is Brian Bravo, Radio India for November. And Andy my sister in Sainsbury's, Glenn.
Oh, very good. I hear the accent, Brian. I hear the accent. So you're M0 NSI. You're sounding good from there. I'll tell you, you're giving me almost sometimes 10, sometimes 15 over. It all depends on the propagation. Well, you're sounding good. You won't believe this, Brian. I'm only using an IMAX 2000 fiberglass 10 meter antenna up on the tower, 30-foot tower. That's all I'm using.
I'm going to switch to diversity. I was just doing it and you dropped it. I'm on the beam. I'm flat side, about 65 feet and 1 kilowatt. Let me just put I'll put the answer on, which is kind of like an IMAX, but on the next over, I'll let you know.
Sounds good. I don't think it's got the good DX punch like an IMAX, but I know a lot of people at Antrons and they do sound good, so go for it.
Oh, yeah, you drop. You're not as loud, but certainly readable. You keep the trade-off. So you're 5 and 9 with the beam, and the beam brings in some more crap. But then if I go on the vertical, you go down to about the net 5, but there's no noise. Right.
And I'll tell you what, just for a couple of seconds there, you were at plus 20 on that vertical. Unbelievable.
It goes to show you that at times how it can alter. But the good thing with the flex is you can have diversity. So I've got the beam in the left ear and the vertical in the right ear, and that's great.
Oh yeah, you just a couple of the words you peaked at 23/9. That's amazing. You're running 1 kilowatt, but me, I'm not running anything. So, like I told the other gentleman, maybe one of these days I'll get another amplifier. We'll see what happens, down the road.
Yeah, well, I'm going to pause it there because I'm just going to do a quick video. Yeah, you mentioned video. I'll tell you what, I'll do a video because what if I take example about using diversity? I've always used one. I've always been, if you can't use it, why not? If it makes life easier. If you've got all the time in the world, great. Working QRT or wanting to watch the fight, but I get limited time. So that's I get it, I use it, and that's, and we got the 1 kilowatt now, so which is good as well in the UK. But anyway, it's Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, and it's Mark. I'm going to do a quick video, so I'll hand it back over to you, and let's hope you still look strong there, right?
Oh, yeah, you're sounding real good back here, Brian. Matter of fact, if you want to hear yourself later on, the YouTube channel's Mac and B. That's Mac, Alpha Charlie, and then the and symbol, and then B, Bravo, Echo, Echo. And I'm running live right now, and you're sounding unbelievable. It sounds real nice. What radio and amp and mic are you using?
Yeah, so I'm using a Flex 6600. And the microphone's a PR40, and that's on the balance line directly into the flex. And the amplifier is an Expert 2K FA running about 1 kW. The antenna's a DB11 step IR about 65 feet across the pond. So that's the kind of the setup this side, right?
Oh, yeah, you're running top-of-the-line equipment, which is good. I say if people can afford it and they're into the hobby, I do the exact same thing. But I'm running my ICOM 7700 today, and I'm running the PR40, same microphone. But like I said, I'm going through the IMAX. Now, I do have 3 end-fed wires if I wanted to use them, and I do have a HF vertical if I wanted to use that. But for 10 meters, it seems like this fiberglass antenna just keeps on doing the job.
Yeah, I'm just in the video of the vertical beat in the beam at the minute, so there we go. It just shows you I should use diversity more often. Okay, Michael, listen, I'll let you scoot, and over the years I've had a lot of things, and in the early days, we have to do what we have to do, but then later on I thought, well, you've only got one journey. The kids are grown up and we've done what we've done, so it's my only hobby, apart from fishing. And that's not too expensive hobby, so that's what I did. I decided to to venture out and spend a bit of cash on the hobby. Catch you later, boss. 73, thanks for the call. Have a good evening now. Afternoon. I wish you good evening from near Manchester.
Oh, yeah, Brian, you did a beautiful job picking out some beautiful equipment. You really did. It's, tell you one thing, you can't beat the sound quality and the amp and the microphone. Of course, you're on the same microphone, but no, you're sounding real good over here. Mike Zero, Norway, Sierra, India. You have yourself a good evening over there. This is W2YM.
Yeah, you too, and enjoy the rest of it. Catch you later, 73. Thanks for the chat. Bye-bye.
Okay, Brian, 7-3. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, CQ10, CQ10. This is W2YM. Oh boy, I had somebody way in the background. Oh, don't know if I'm going to pull them out. I think I heard I don't know if I heard an Oscar. Oscar, was that? Boy, you're just in the noise. That's a sad situation. Maybe give me a call back in a few minutes and we'll see if the propagation changes. But you're in my noise, but we'll see what happens. Give me a call back in a few minutes if you would. I appreciate it. CQ10, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, W2YM.
Whiskey 2, YM, T0, K,
We got a K0. What's the rest?
Kilo and Nancy Kilo.
Got a Nancy Kilo, and I know there's one after that 0.
Germany 0, kilowatt, Nancy kilowatt.
Germany 0, KNK. How are you doing?
Not too bad. I'm just pleased to where you on 10 meters this evening, seeing as it's the darkest hours. Nice to hear you, Mike. You're about 5 and 6 to 5 and 7, Mike, over.
Hey, I appreciate it. What's your first name again?
Yeah, the first name's Barry, Bravo, America, Radio, Italy, Echo, over.
Very good. You're sounding good. J0KNK. Not a bad call sign. Sounds pretty good.
Well, there's another way of looking at this, Mike. It's King of the Northern Kingdom, over.
Hey, there you go. I was just telling Brian that M0NSI out of there. I thought once in a while I'd go live and videotape this on YouTube. It gives me something to do. I don't mind doing it, and then other people could hear how they sound and all that too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I've found a trick now with mine. I've got the LM with the TSA 90 and of course you record, but you can't retransmit. So I have found a way to actually retransmit anybody's audio now. It took me a while. I use Audacity, which is in the old one I could never get the damn thing to work, but in the new one it's a lot easier to get everything sorted out this time around, my car.
Right. Now, what radio are you using?
Yes, the Kel was TS890, over.
Oh, that's the new one. I heard that's supposed to have pretty good receive. Is that true?
Yeah, it is true. It's a very, very good receiver, over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know they had the big TS990. There's a couple of stores in the States that did get a couple of new ones in. I think they got lucky, but I don't know. Did they stop making the 990? I hear they did, then they didn't. It's going back and forth over here in the States.
Well, the last time I heard it was definitely that they first stopped making them. But there's new ones coming on strong as we speak, so I suppose they started making a couple of things again, and of course the 890 is, it's his second brother, but it's got parts of it, but it does run with part of the, shall we say, the 990 receive side of it is very good, over.
Oh, yeah, that's what I read on, too, and I go on YouTube and watch it. That TS890 is a nice-looking radio. I'm running the ICOM 7700, and I'm putting about 130 watts out. That's all I'm putting out through an IMAX fiberglass antenna. You believe it?
I can't believe it, no, because I really want to say it in here. I really want to say I believe it or believe it's got to the 10 meter section. It's only about 3 meters above ground, over.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Like I told Brian before you, I do have quite a few antennas, mostly wires. I got 3 end feds, and I've got another, I got an HF vertical if I want to use that. But for 10 meters, this IMAX 2000 just seems to to do the job. And I'm not running an amp. I don't have an amp, but one day I'll get another one back in the shack. But then you really hear me coming with that IMAX. 800 to 1,000 watts always helps once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it does help every now and again, Mark, especially with the antenna being a little bit lower down than normal. Hopefully, I'll get the antenna up this year. Number of years now, and of course, you've got to get it when everybody's in the same time off. Because I can tell you, I'm not trying to get people around but everybody's favorable to come around and give me a hand to get the mask up at the family QJ and what's that sorted out. But I could put the X-beam on top of it in the other room and that's so that's the main reason, that's why I like you, I mean, I used to before this radio, I have the Gallon TS 590. That was a good little radio. That was, before that, I had a reasonably old, I mean old, Yaesu Mustang Delta, which I hated. When I first bought that radio, I hated it. And then you read the manual, Mark, and then it all comes into play, alright?
We have a couple of friends over this way, and everybody keeps teasing the one guy. Well, did you open up the manual? No. There's half your problem.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to prove that, and of course with the 590, you can sort of now I've got the 9918. So I'm going to refer to the YouTube, and after I get the manual for it. He said I'm going to get the thing sorted out for get out running properly. But I'm not going to. That's not Brett. I'll try. I don't have to set the nail getting up for that as far as I've gone. But yeah, it's a nice little radio. But I do prefer for the good old road tubes and everything. I do prefer the across the road. I do have an old Icon 706 2G, which is all I used to run all the time when I was in the truck. HGV, or as you guys say, the big truck, the semis. Semi-trailers. I used to run with one of those, and used to have the 706 in there, and what? There's a better mobile radio out there at the moment.
Well, you know what? I originally, in my pickup trucks, I originally had 706 MK2G. It worked fine. I had no problems with it, but I called up ICOM and said, you guys going to make a 200-watt mobile? Because, I'm an ICOM guy. You're going to make a 200-watt mobile? They go, no, we don't see that in the future. I said, okay. They made my mind up for me. I ended up getting the TS48X with the Tar Heel 75, and I get out all over the place with it.
Mark, I've never actually tried one of those. I've seen them. I've never actually used one, and I do believe they are a good radio. Of course, I mean, for the icon, I've got the station channel for the place offer, and that does make a hell of a difference as well. So I'm quite pleased with that. Anyway, listen, Matt, you were fading out on that last over, so if you don't mind, we'll take 7 3s, but it's nice to wait you for the first time, and hopefully I can wait you again and not do this in the future. What's the thing? What's your time, man?
Okay, I do appreciate you getting back to me. You're sounding good, but like I said, you're even dropping down too, I noticed. So you have yourself a good evening. This is W2YM 7 3s for now. We'll hear each other again on 10, I imagine.
Yes, it will, Rob. All right.
Thank you very much. CQ10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, W2YM.
So India 5, Zulu Delta Delta.
Then an India 5, is that Delta Delta?
Correct. TSO, Kilo, India 5, Zulu Delta Delta. The name here is Bill, over.
There we go, Bill. Let me see if I got it now. Kilo, India 5, Z Delta Delta.
QSO, that is correct. The name here is Bill. Bravo, India, Lima. I'm just outside of Houston, Texas, over.
Good old Houston, Texas. I talked to a lot of Houston, Texas over the weekend when I was doing YouTube Live like I am now. And wow, Texas and Florida, they come booming in up here in the Northeast. Must have a good propagation between us too. You know that?
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that we've got some sort of a pipeline going on up that direction. It works great for me because I don't have to fiddle with my crazy antenna over.
I'll tell you the truth. Like I told the other gentleman I just talked to, I've got 3 end feds and I got a vertical HF vertical. I'm running an IMAX 2000 fiberglass antenna up on the tower, and it seems to be working.
I would say it's working just fine. You're a 5'9" here in Houston, and your audio is fantastic, buddy. You sound like you'd be next to me, over.
Yeah, you're sounding good. You're giving me up to plus 20 on my antenna. That's pretty good.
Most excellent. Well, so I'm running an old Icom 746 here that I rebuilt, and it's going to RM Italy 703 amp, but I'm only pushing about 195 watt peak on my audio, over.
I had a 746 Pro, and that was a great radio. I also had a 9100 ICOM. That was great, too. I got a lot of ICOM radios. I did have some other ones, too, of Yaesu coming, but mostly ICOM. And that 746 Pro, I love that one quite a bit. And the 9100 was nice, too. Today, I'm on the 7700, running about 130 watts out.
Well, it sounds excellent off that fiberglass antenna, I'm telling you. My crazy little antenna is a quad. It's a 4-element quad, but this guy is sitting down in the dirt, basically. It's a boom. It may be 10, 12 feet off the ground at this instant, over.
Wow, if you're sounding this good plus 20, I couldn't imagine if it was up 40 foot.
Yeah, too, but it's too muddy and too cold to get out there and try to fiddle with it, so I'm just running it as it's cranked down. The wind's been out, so I left it down, over.
Yeah, that last one there was 22/9. That sounded great. No, I'd have a bigger tower, a 40-foot tower, and boy, I don't know if I'm going to put it up here or if I'm going to move out of state yet, so I haven't really did too much with that one yet because I've got the original A3, not the A3S. I got an original A3, and the guys go, boy, oh boy, you got to keep that beam. The traps were made better, and everything else was made better on that beam before they went to the S model. I go, really?
Well, it could be. I don't know. I'm kind of a neophyte into this thing. I've only had my ticket for a couple of years. I started messing with the antenna stuff, and I got kind of stuck on that, so I started building and designing quads, over.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing wrong with having a quad antenna, especially if it's working, and yours is working.
Well, it's been a hoot, I'll tell you that. The wind poured down here about a month and a half ago. Had to rebuild the thing. It broke it off at the bottom of the main mast. It's all fiberglass. It seems like it's working pretty well, over.
Well, that's the thing with the IMAX. I know Antron IMAX are almost similar, but the Antron's got thicker fiberglass than this IMAX does. So we've had a bad winter so far here, and the wind's been very bad this year. And I'm going, well, if that IMAX goes down, I'll have to call, what's that amateur operator there? It makes 05. I think his name's Tim or Tom. 05 makes HF antennas and all that, but he does make one for 10 meters. It's called the Colosso, and that's made out of really nice aircraft aluminum. I don't know if we're going to spend the money to get that one, if this one goes down or not yet. I haven't made my mind up.
Oh, it sounds like it might be a good investment if it seems that nice. I will tell you, seriously, your signal is absolutely steady, at 9 plus, just a little bit over, and your audio is fantastic, sir.
I appreciate it. I'm running the Heil PR40, like I said, through the ICOM 7700.
Oh, it sounds great, my brother. All right, well, I just want to take a poke and say hi. This is Kilo, India 5, Zulu Delta Delta, and I'll be 7-3 on your final, over.
Yeah, Bill, if you want to hear yourself, just go to my YouTube channel, Mac NB, and you'll hear yourself. You sound beautiful up here in New York. Holy jeez.
That's excellent, my brother. I appreciate that. Very cool. Hey, man, take care and stay warm. I know it's got to be cold up that way, over.
Yeah, and we're having too much snow this year. Besides the cold and snow, it's been one of the horrible winters. I tell you, I don't want to talk about it. That's why I get on the radio. Try not to look outside the window.
7-3, Captain. I hear you. It's been cold as heck down here, too. Take care, my friend. India 5, Zulu Delta Delta will be clear.
Okay, Bill, KI5ZDD. Have yourself a good evening coming up. This is W2YM CQ10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. I need some water. I'll be right back, folks. CQ10, this is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike.
Hotel Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. This is Kilo Foxtrot Zero Lima Sierra Kilo.
Okay, I got Kilo. I know I missed a letter. 0, Lima, Sierra, Kilo. I think I've got them all, but that second letter before 0.
Foxtrot.
There we go. Kilo, Foxtrot, 0, Lima, Sierra, Kilo. Is that correct?
That is correct. You're at 5-9 over here.
I've got you almost 10 over 9. 10 over 9. You got Mark here in Niagara Falls, New York. What was your name, sir?
I got it's 900 and it's 99.
Oh, you're running an Antron 99 antenna?
10-4.
Geez, I'm running the brother to it. The IMAX 2000 up on a 30-foot tower. This thing seems to be working on 10, so I'm using it.
Yeah, congratulations, you got a good sound all the way to Colorado, and here that you're using an iMac, is that what you say?
Yeah, I'm using an IMAX 2000 fiberglass antenna 30 feet up on the tower there, and it seems to work very well on 10 meters, so that's what I keep using. I mean, I've got 3 other HF end-fed wires there and another HF vertical if I wanted to use it for 10, but this one seems to work well, so I just keep using this one.
Well, boy, that's a pretty good sound. And having the gig, nice combat.
Yeah, KF0LSK, what was your first personal?
Porfirio.
Oh, I got you. Thank you very much. Sometimes I'm on here quite a bit on 10, and I do record it for YouTube Live once in a while. I've got to go on live today, but anytime you hear me in there, just give me a shout. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, I'm 73.
7-3, sir. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, CQ10, CQ10. This is W2YM. Oh, if anybody joined me, I appreciate it. I'm trying to get some more stations. That's why we're CQing right now. So if you do hear me on there and you're an amateur radio operator, just go on 10 meters and 28,400. Maybe I'll hear you in there. See what happens. We'll get back to it and see what goes on here. CQ10, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. CQ 10 meters, CQ 10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. CQ 10, CQ 10 meters. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, W2YM. And it might be dying out now. Yeah, we'll try it a couple more times. CQ10, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, W2YM. Looks like propagation's dying out on us.
W2YM, K7, Foxtrot, Alpha.
Very good. Kilo 7, Foxtrot, Alpha, Alpha. How are you doing, sir?
Real fine, real fine. The name is Houston, man, in Montana. We got a good signal, good 5-9 signal, two different bands, and bringing out 30 words. So how you doing today yourself?
Yeah, we got you around 4 or 5. I think you said it was Jim, right? Kilo 7, Frank, Alpha, Alpha. You're dropping out on me. Try it one more time, sir.
All right, K7, Foxtrot, Alpha. Band may be up and down. Anyway, you got a nice signal in Montana, over.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You got Mark here in Niagara Falls, New York. What was your first name again?
First name is Jim.
Okay, Jim, very good. Yeah, you're making it to Niagara Falls, New York. It seems like hopefully you stay up there now. I know it's going back and forth here, our signals, but you're sounding good when I do hear you coming back here. I'll tell you that.
Okay, very good. Well, since the band isn't so good, I'll say 73 from Montana, and hopefully we'll have a better contact one of these days, over.
Well, you probably try now because you just gave me a 9.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just lucky. I got my beat pointed south. It's awful cold up here. We've been way below zero. 15, 20 below zero every day for over a week. And right now we're 38 above, so it seems like summertime over.
Oh, somebody at 38 will do anything for that. We've been in the single digits, and maybe our highs during the day have been like 20, 22. It's been brutal. Brutal winter in Western New York this year.
Okay, well, it's been real nice. We're probably sending you some more cold weather. What was your name again? Over?
Yeah, you got Mark here. That's Mark Alpha Radio Kilo. Mark, M-A-R-K.
Okay, very good, Mark. Yeah, I got a nice signal in Montana. I just got sick of the band. I had a son that lived with their Phoenix, Arizona. And we used to shoot for every day of 15 and 17 meters. And sometimes it doesn't work out so well. So I was trying to see somebody else in. And this guy's phone meters are going on our here. Anyway, what do I do? You really can't really see me. And my knees are mostly, but like I say, I'm ripping you off the side of it. Let him do it over.
Yeah, I see we're running off the side. You said you had it south. I would be east of you. So, yeah, Jim, you're sounding pretty decent for run off for me. Run off the side of your beam. So I'm just running an IMAX fiberglass 10-meter antenna. That's all I'm running.
Well, it's costing good for you. I'm 10 meters, so.
Yeah, that's why I keep using it. I mean, I do have, like I told the one gentleman, you might have heard me. I got 3 end-fed wire antennas and NHF vertical, but it seems like this fiberglass antenna that's meant for 10 meters is doing pretty good.
You know, when bad conditions are good, you can get by with about anything. The beam I've got is pretty effective. When it was really cold, we were running 15 to 20 below zero every day, so I chose not to move the beam too hard on the motor and everything else up there. Today, of course, I kept turning around. But anyway, so we got probably close to 2 feet of snow on the ground. The highways are pretty good. Some of the interstate was closed yesterday because of warming snow. And you were up for a bit.
Yeah, I heard you on that one, Jim. I think next week over in this area, Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be around 40. So that'd be nice for us, maybe to start melting some of this snow. Okay, Jim, I appreciate you getting back to me. K7FAA, you have yourself a good evening coming up. This is W2YM.
Okay, real fine, Mark. You too. You got the frequency. I'm going to fly off and see what my license are fixed. So 73 for the next time comes here, Montana, K7FAA.
Okay, thank you very much, Jim. 7-3s. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, CQ10, CQ10. This is W2YM.
Kilo 5, Yankee Zulu Echo.
Let's see, we got a Kilo 5 Yankee Zulu Echo. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing good. A little cold here in Texas. I'm near Houston, and we're just out of the 20s, trying to get up to freezing, and that's quite unusual for us. Back to you.
Oh, geez, our winters, I don't know if you heard me talking to Jim out of Montana, but our winters up here this year in Western New York have not been as nice as they usually are. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, Roger. I moved here from Colorado about 5 years ago, so I'm used to cold weather. But they're not used to it here, especially with high humidity. Anyway, thanks for picking me up. I'm just testing a vertical dipole here to see if I was getting out. And seemed to be anyway. Are you located in New York?
Yeah, I'm up here in Niagara Falls, New York.
Yeah, Roger. My parents were both from Rochester and Watertown, and next day New York was where they grew up. And I lived there when I was younger. It's a nice part of the country. What's your weather like?
We've had a horrible winter. We had some snow. It might even still be snowing out. I got so disgusted looking at it. I came in the Radio Shack. Came in the radio room, got fed up with it. So I thought I'd do some CQing and go live on YouTube with this. So I'm live on YouTube today and thought I'd see how it was going, the propagation on 10. So it seems to be going pretty decent so far.
Yeah, Roger. You played it on me that time. I could hear you, but couldn't hardly make you out. I'll say 73s and just do a little bit more looking around and see what's going on. Anyway, I appreciate you picking up my call and hope you have good luck. This is 205 Yankee Zulu Echo and Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. Back to you.
Okay, K5YZE, you have yourself a good evening. 7-3s for now. This is Mark out of Niagara Falls, New York. CQ10, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. CQ10, CQ10 meters. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. November 5, Lima Delta Kilo. How are you doing?
Oh, not bad. The name is Jeff, Juliet Echo Fox 5, and you're pretty strong into north central Texas, about 40 miles west of Fort Worth.
Oh, very good, Jeff. Yeah, you got Mark here, by the way. We're in Niagara Falls, New York, and we're just running a one of those fiberglass IMAX 2000 10-meter fiberglass vertical antennas. That's all we're running.
Okay, well, we're both vertically polarized, running an old pushcraft AB5 5-band truck vertical here, probably 70 and about 200 watts.
Well, it seems to still be working, that old vertical. Some of them old verticals work better than some of these new ones, I can tell you that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had to rebuild the tracks several times, and I think I got it right the last time, just using a large metal rip for a counterpole truck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this fiberglass 10-meter verticals on my 30-foot tower up there, that's about it. Running the ICOM 7700, about 130 watts out with a PR40 Heil microphone.
Okay, well, I'm running an old vintage Radio Shack Q03 here, the HTX 100, vintage 1988, and driving a little amp with it. Did you say your name was Mark Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo?
That's correct. You got Mark up here. Yep. And you can always look me up on QRZ. And right now I'm running live on YouTube right now. Sometimes I do that a lot. And I just put the old cell phone on live on YouTube and I just see what happens.
Okay, well, that's pretty neat. Maybe if we're going to archive it, I can go back and listen to the way I sounded.
Well, you know, you do sound a little bit more compressed, nasally sound. I don't know if it's your amp you're using or the radio, but I thought I'd let you know anyways.
Okay, Mark. Well, I appreciate the contact, and I will look into that, and we'll pass along the stuff pretty good. Just want to let us go and stuff, so they're going to see us together, but this is W2YM.
Yeah, Jeff, maybe later on you can check it out on YouTube. You'll hear how you sound. It's, boy, it's like compressed and nasally sound. It could be your amp maybe, but I'm not sure. But you can hear it. Maybe you'll figure it out better than me. It's your equipment, you know what I mean? But you're legible, that's for sure. Okay, Jeff, have yourself a good evening. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, CQ10, CQ10. This is W2YM. CQ10 meter, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. CQ10 meter, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, W2YM. Water break, water break. Getting noisy, a lot of static. Well, look who showed up. Thor, how are you doing, young man? You want to get it on the camera? The camera's behind you. Oh, I think Thor came in to visit. Didn't you, baby? Will you come visit? Oh, you want to get on the microphone? Where's Mommy? Who's that? Who's that? Is that Mommy? We'll try a couple more times. CQ10 meter, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, W2YM. CQ10 meter, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. Wow, it looks like 10 meters is starting to die out, everyone. CQ10, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. CQ 10 meters, CQ 10. This is W2YM, Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike.
This is Whiskey 1, Bravo, X-ray, Papa.
Whiskey 1, Bravo, X-ray, Papa. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing just great. I heard you coming through 5 by 9 and to Central Texas.
Oh, another Texas station. Texas. I think I got a line going right to Texas. How you doing today? You got Mark here, by the way, Niagara Falls, New York.
Hi, Mark. My name is Malcolm, and I'm running an Icon IC7300 100 watt output into a long wire. Back to you.
Very good. Your wire is hitting my vertical up there. I'm just running a 10-meter fiberglass vertical about 30 foot up on the tower there, and seems to be working well on 10 meters. I mean, like I told other gentlemen out there, I do have other antennas for HF, but it seems like for 10, this one seems to be working the best so far. So I just keep using it for 10 meters. But the wires, of course, I'll use for 40, 80, and 20, things like that.
Well, I have a feeling that vertical is probably resonant on 10 meters, even without any tuner. What do you think?
Oh, it definitely is, because I'm not running a tuner in the radio.
Well, that's efficiency. And, your long wires, if they're not tuned or resonant, the tuner is just making it so that your power amp coming from your transceiver is just not being overloaded or overheated back to you.
Yeah, that is true. I'll give you an example. The square, I call it the gray square box Palomar end-fed. I definitely have to use a tuner on that one. But the my antenna end-feds, I got 140 through 10, and I don't even have to use a tuner for that one. So it depends how they make them too, I guess.
Exactly. Hey, it's a chilly day today. It's been chilly the last 2 days here in Central Texas. We had 15 degrees this morning. Normally, it's an average of about 65 degrees this time of the year. The warmest spot today. Back to you.
Yeah, we're having a very terrible, Malcolm, we're having a very terrible winter, that's for sure. Unbelievable. We got so used to having mild winters, and then when we go back to a real winter, we get all disgusted with it. But it's probably still snowing out. I have no idea. It's been miserable the last couple of months. Been very cold. Sometimes we get down to single digits at night, and then we'll be around 20, 21 during the day. So, but I do hear there's a little bit better weather pattern coming in Monday and Tuesday. I think Monday 40 and Tuesday 38. So maybe it'll melt some of this, you know what I mean?
It probably will, and you're only a month away having more favorable weather.
Oh, yeah. When March starts coming around, I get happy. Because I know the 40s will start coming around, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So the worst is probably right now, and it'll be over in a few weeks, and you'll see that, I guess, crocuses start coming up. Is that correct?
Boy, I don't think they'll come up that soon. Maybe May, April or May, maybe.
Oh, so you're in Niagara Falls, New York. That's pretty close to Canada. I mean, all those in Canada, am I correct?
Oh, yeah, just the water divides us. I can go to the, let's see, go down to Niagara Falls there, take the Rainbow Bridge, and right into Canada I go.
That sounds great. I've never seen Niagara Falls, so that's something I'd like to see sometime.
Yeah, it's definitely something different, that's for sure. The power of that water, the way it goes down, it's just, I couldn't imagine it. And people that jump in there, I don't want to imagine that one either when they hit down below, but probably going to hit rocks. That's so powerful when that water goes down. If you don't shoot over the falls, I don't want to be you, but no, we do have a lot of people. You don't hear it on the news, but a lot of people are jumping over that, but they're not telling you.
I hear someone trying to break in. Go ahead. Hi, Bill. You're coming in at 5 by 9. Sounds great. So, when propagation is right, 10 meters is bad to use. I have a Zygo 6200.
Is it still snowing out?
Which
Yeah.
is 8 watts.
Hello, everybody.
The wife showed up.
Yeah, let's check in.
Oh,
Hello, everybody.
Malcolm just started talking to Bill, and I can't hear Bill. Sometimes that happens.
Okay. So CQ to all subscribers. This is W2YM. And
Yeah, who's that? I didn't hear Bill, Malcolm. I didn't know where he was from.
He was operating from his truck with a whip antenna, I guess, and was coming in 5x9 into Central Texas. It's up in, I think it's Minnesota. Back to you, Mark.
Yeah, Malcolm, you're doing pretty good. You're just a hair over 9, so you're doing fine, no problem whatsoever. I'm running the old ICOM 7700 with a PR40. What are you running, Malcolm?
It's an ICOM IC 7300, and that came out in 2017, so maybe just before that. But it's certainly great. It spoiled me because of the waterfall display, and that's why I went for the X6200 as well as the Zygo G90. They both have waterfall displays, and I used them when I was traveling. It was quite impressive stuff here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people with those 7300s. I think the last time I read somewhere, they sold over 100,000 of them radios so far.
oops, careful.
I can believe it.
Yeah, the frequency in use, sir. Yeah, Malcolm, I'll let you get going. I'll call CQ a couple more times, and if you want to hear yourself, you got a great sound, and I'll tell you what, the 7300 sounds great. What are you running, a stock bike, or are you running a Heil, or what are you running?
It's the stock bike that came with it. Everything is stock setting.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it sounds real good. You can check it out on my YouTube if you'd like, but it sounds really nice for a stock microphone.
Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. You sound good too.
Okay, I appreciate it. Somebody's calling CQ on my frequency. Hey, Malcolm, I appreciate you getting back to me. I'm going to keep doing CQ for a little bit longer, and then I'll probably take off. I appreciate you coming back, though. You have yourself a good evening.
So to you.
CQ10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, W2YM.
W2YM, Kilo 5, Uniform Oscar Tango.
There we go. Kilo 5, Uniform Oscar Tango. How are you doing?
Well, I'll tell you what, if I was any better, it'd have to be warmer out. 25 degrees here at 4,300 feet in eastern New Mexico. It's the warmest it's been since Monday. Might get about freezing tomorrow. Then here's Smitty, Sierra Mike, India, Tango, Yankee. I think we've talked before. Go ahead.
We might have, Smitty. I'm on here quite a bit, and of course, I'm running live on YouTube like I usually do. If the propagation's nice, I'll turn it on real quick and put it out there on YouTube to show people that propagation's been doing pretty good on 10 meters. You know what I mean? But no, you're sounding good, sounding real good.
Roger. Okay, yeah, I think you showed me on YouTube a while back. HTC4 or something, so I think Southeast is calling you too. Anyway, sounded fantastic. I own a 7300. I'm not on it right now, though. I'm on an old 706 Mark II-G and a vertical about 10 foot in the air. Roger?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite mobiles. I used to have a 706 MK2G. It really was my favorite mobile. But ICOM wouldn't come out with a 200-watt mobile, so I went over to a 480HX Kenwood for the mobile now, but that was years ago. But right now I'm running the ICOM 7700 with the PR40 going through the IMAX 2000 up there on a 30-foot tower. I'm not running any amp, just about 130 watts.
Okay, yeah, right. And the radio on in the background, the 480HX. We're going to check it on behind, do that on 40 meters. Okay, catch you in a little bit. K5UOC, thank you.
Yeah, Smitty, maybe I'll catch you on a nickel belt net sometime up on 7.250. CQ10, this is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, W2YM. CQ10, this is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. CQ10 meters, CQ10, this is W2YM, Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike.
Store, stop it. Door.
Yeah, Whiskey 7. This is W2YM. I'm in the frequency in use, sir. CQ10, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. You must not hear me at Whiskey 7 station.
Maybe.
I'll do a couple more calls and we'll call quits for 10 meters. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, CQ10, CQ10. This is W2YM.
Whiskey 1, November Victor.
Whiskey 1, what was the rest, sir?
Whiskey 1, November Victor.
November, Victor. You're sounding good. Where are you at?
Denver, Colorado.
I'm getting a lot of Colorado today. Texas and Colorado, the number one state so far.
Yeah, he was going to the house. I figured I'd call back.
Oh, you're sounding real good. What was your first name?
Name is Mike.
Mike, you got Mark here. Glad to meet you. I don't know if I talked to you before. I get on 10 meters quite a bit. I try to do a lot of YouTube live on 10 meters for propagation. I put it on there for people to watch to show that 10 meters is open. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, why not? If it's open, use it. I'm not going to have it much longer.
Yeah, pretty soon it'll die out and then back to my 20 and 40 meters.
Yeah, totally understand. I'm working on 5-band watch right now, so I got a lot of 80 to go, so I won't mind when we go back down to lower band.
Oh, yeah, I still go there and say hi to the guys that check in on a nickel belt net. They go from 1:30 to 5 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. Sometimes I'll check in there, you know.
Oh, yeah, I'm still working full time, so I don't get a ton of time to play, but I'll chime in when I can. But I think you had a couple other callers, Mark. I'll let them chime in, but it was good to get you, and thanks for the contact.
Hey, before you go, Mike, what are you running? Sounds good.
I am running an FTDX 10 through a KPA 500 right now. I'm at peaking around 650 with a Heil mic all dialed into the best I can. And just picked up the amp yesterday, so I'm just kind of doing a quick test.
Sounding good. What kind of microphone? What Heil is that? What number is it?
PR40?
Yeah, I'm on the PR40 myself, and I'm going through the ICOM 7700.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, it's a good mic, and for a dynamic one for the Easy radio, so I'm glad I picked it up. It's working well, so, especially with the foot switch for contact.
Oh, I think it sounds real good. If you want to hear yourself, just go to my YouTube channel later on. And you got nothing to do for a couple of minutes. You'll hear yourself. It sounds real good. You know what? I've been throwing it around. I don't know if I should get a used 7600 ICOM, which is an older rig, or a 7300 or the FTDX10. But that FTDX10, there's so much to that little radio. It's amazing. You even got a monitor to hook up in the back.
Oh, yeah, it's a great little rig, but I think I'm going to start driving behind Ellicraft trucks and hopefully a K4D falls off the back.
Oh, yeah, I heard a lot about that K4. That's going to be amazing. Did they get that out for sale yet?
The D is, they have the HD coming out, but that's more of a concept rig for, multis, and if you're hanging out in a room with 10 other radios, it's got some extra filters on that.
Wow, I'll tell you the truth though, Yaesu, that DNR and that other one they have on the front of their radio, that's amazing. Amazing how it takes the front end noise right out of there.
Oh, yeah. I'm happy with the FTDX10 for now though, and especially when I added the amp, so I only have an end set halfway about 20 speed max, so it's working at least on 10 meters. It's a good height for it.
You won't believe it. I've got, like I said to the other gentleman, I got a bunch of end-fed wires, 3 of them, and a HF vertical and all kinds of stuff. But believe it or not, for this band, I'm running an IMAX fiberglass 10-meter antenna. I got it up on my 30-foot tower, and it seems to work well on 10, so I just keep using it.
Yeah. Why fix what's it's not broken? Why try to fix it, right? Well, hey, Mark, I got to run. I just wanted to say hi real quick, and I'll give some other folks a chance, but I appreciate you coming back, and thanks for the cue. 7352 Yankee Mike, W1MB.
Okay, Mike. Beautiful audio. I hope my PR40 sounds as nice as yours.
Thanks, Mark. 73.
Okay, 7-3s, Mike. This is W2YM CQ10, CQ10. This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. I don't think W7 hears me. He's been CQing for quite a bit. I've been on here longer than him. Oh, well. Anyways, get a couple more calls and we'll call quits. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, CQ10, CQ 10 meters. This is W2YM. CQ 10 meters, CQ 10. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. Yeah, one more time. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, W2YM, CQ 10, CQ 10, W2YM. I got a Kilo Zero Mike. Was that Mike Hotel or one in between there?
Kilo Zero Mike Victor Hotel. The name is Nate. Austin, Texas.
Oh, okay, Nate. I got Kilo Zero Mike Victor Hotel. You're sounding good. Texas is. I've got a point. I don't even have a beam, but it seems like I got it pointed towards Texas today. I'll tell you, I got a lot of Texas stations. How you doing, Nate?
Doing very well today. It is 20 degrees outside. A little bit chilly for us Texans here, but no rain, no snow, so can't complain. Honestly, it's just beautiful, and I'm enjoying what we got. And always has to be on the radio, so happy to make it.
Oh, very good, Nate. I know your signal's going up and down, probably like mine is, but I did hear everything. You're sounding good. Yeah, we've had a real bad winter. It's been in the 20s most of the time for the high. Once in a while, we'll get in single digits at night. It's been a brutal winter, and we got quite a bit of snow this winter, so that didn't help things. You know what I mean? Yeah, Nate, seems like propagation's not working for us right now, but if you hear me in another time, which you probably will, because I'm on 10 meters quite a bit, and I do a live video on it for YouTube, so you'll probably hear me in there again sometime.
Yeah, I think I've heard your voice before. I missed your call sign as far as writing it down, so you'll have to get back to me again so I can check whether I've already got you in the log. But I knew you were listening on throughout the day while I'm at work, and especially over lunch, so I'm sure I'll connect with you again. Always a privilege and pleasure to take the real MDH.
Okay, Nate, call sign is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. That's W2YM. Did you get that one?
Roger, Roger. Got you loud and clear, W2YM. I will close in the log, and wonderful to connect with you.
Yep, Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. That's Yankee Mike. Okay, Nate, I appreciate it. You have yourself a good evening later on, and I'll probably talk to you again. CQ10, CQ10, this is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, W2YM. Wow, I think it's Kilo Bravo. You are tough to make out. You sound like you're 10 KCCs away. Yeah, you're way off frequency. Way, way off. Let me see if I can get to you. Go ahead again. Let me see if I can get to you. Holy cow, I got you up there at 28400.42. You're way off.
Yeah, I copy. You sound a little Donald Ducky. That's weird.
Yeah, you're 50 off. You're not even near 28400. There you go. Try it again. Okay, I got a Kilo Bravo Zero. What was the last one, brother? Oh, wow, this guy's really bad. You better, I'll be honest with you, the Kilo Bravo Zero station, I think you better get your radio looked at, sir. That radio's so far off, it's unbelievable. Yeah, we'll try it a couple more times. CQ10, CQ10, this is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, W2YM. I'm barely making you out, but I'm on 28.400.00. 28.400. Yeah, I'll tell you exactly where you're at. You're at 28.400.50. You're 50 off. Well, I think I'll call it a day. I think I'm going to call it a day, folks. I'm glad you guys watched it. This gentleman here is way off frequency. But that does happen. Sometimes some radios need to be retuned and aligned, and his is way off. Woo. But anyways, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you'll visit again sometime when I'm on here. Maybe I'll go on a different band, or maybe I'll even go on a net sometime. Maybe the nickel belt net. That'd be a nice net to go visit sometime. And I hope you enjoyed watching this for a little while anyways. 10-meter propagation is definitely open. So glad you came to watch it. If you want, you can subscribe, or you could just like, whatever you'd like to do, or just keep on watching. Thanks anyways, guys. I'll talk to you again. I got to go. 7 threes, everyone.